back to Rating the List, where we review, discuss, and reimagine popular movie lists objectively. We're your hosts. I'm Jerry.
And I'm Brad. And on this episode, we'll be exploring number 5 from Sports Illustrated's The Top 50 Sports Movies of All Time.
All right, number 5 is Slapshot. Released in 1977, directed by George Roy Hill, starring Paul Newman.
A failing hockey team finds success with outrageous, violent goonery.
Outrageous, violent goonery. I like that. Okay, this movie is hysterical.
It really is. Like, it's got the...
It's kind of dated.
It's got the outdated 70s thing going on with a little bit of the sexism.
It's a little Bad News Bears.
It's not quite as bad as Bad News Bears.
Yeah, true.
There's no use of the N-word. But
there's the F word, though, which is pretty bad.
Yeah. There's a little bit of homophobia, and they also use the R word, which isn't kind of cool anymore, even though the context in which it's used is super funny.
Yes.
I can't help but, the way that it was used and the delivery of it was pretty good.
Yeah. It's very funny. I guess I didn't think Paul Newman was a big comic actor, but he was really funny.
Yeah. It's this is one of those fringy kind of other pro leagues that's not the NHL, where they ride buses to and from smaller Canadian American cities, and it's basically like the minor leagues of hockey. And the team is in a dying, what's the factory do? I can't remember it.
Oh, the mill. They just call it the mill.
Yeah, the mill that's kind of employs most of the town is closing down, which means that there's not going to really be anyone to watch the games. They're not going to have the disposable income to do it if they're even living there anymore. They might have to leave. So kind of knowing this, Paul Newman's character is like a player coach, and he kind of knows his playing days are pretty much numbered, but he's kind of hoping to stay in the game. And unfortunately, he's also been a pretty unsuccessful coach. So he kind of trumps up this kind of lie about the team getting bought out by some owner in Florida that's going to take over the team and move them there to kind of keep the players energized. And he kind of comes up with this kind of scheme to drum up interest in getting people to show up at the stadium by basically just
beating people.
They're just complete bruisers. There's these 3 brothers, the Hanson brothers.
Oh my God. And I died laughing as soon as they got on the screen. They all look very similar, the 3 of them.
Well, they're all a year apart.
Yeah, and their glasses are this thick.
They kind of look like Devo.
Yeah,
a little bit.
They do look like Devo. And they're totally young. They're 18 years old. And Paul Newman opens up one of their suitcases and it's all toy cars.
They don't have any clothes. They just have one of those toy car tracks that you use the little remote control and it runs around the track.
It's so funny. And they're great because they're yeah, coach, yeah, following every word he says, and it's hilarious. One thing I can say about Paul Newman's character, out of these 50 movies that we're watching, he's the most delusional character there is. He's delusional about the team, going on. He's delusional about it being picked up by somebody. He's delusional.
I don't think he's delusional. He was trying to make it happen. He started the lie.
He started the lie, but what did he do about it?
He tried to make the lie a reality. That's why he went to the owner to try to get her.
Yeah, towards the end of the film.
Well, so he basically basically what he does is it's basically like a trial balloon in politics. He kind of puts a rumor out there, and then he starts doing...
Well, he puts a rumor out there that they're going to get bought so his team will continue to play.
Well, that's part of it, but the other part of it is he's really trying to get them to sell the team so that they can move to Florida and they'll all still have a job. That was part of it. So he's trying to make the rumor become real when he goes to the owner and it's like, hey, sell it to the, someone in Florida
Yeah.
and make this thing happen. And she's just like, basically, no,
I'm not going to make any money off it.
I won't make, I'll make more money writing it off as a tax break than I will as, getting the revenue from a sale. And that kind of falls apart on him. But I don't think he's delusional.
He's also delusional about his marriage with his ex-wife.
He is delusional about that. I think the thing he's most delusional about is his ability to make kind of conquer the universe.
Yes.
I think that's where he's really delusional.
Yeah, and so it's kind of like that other movie we watched. It's called The Deadliest Season, where it's this thing in hockey. I think it's pretty to hockey.
Yes.
To the hockey industry.
There's generally, it's not so much as much anymore as from what I understand, but there's this kind of position on a hockey team. It's called an enforcer or a goon, and he's the guy that just beats the shit out of the other team and kind of enforces. Like, if your guy gets body checked, I'm going to put your guy in the hospital. It's kind of like the scene from The Untouchables where, Sean Connery is like, they bring a knife, you bring a gun.
Yes.
They put one of yours in the hospital, you put one on yours in the morgue. It's the Chicago way. That's kind of what the whole concept of the enforcer is your guy is going to instill fear in the other team.
But they were all being the enforcer.
But that was the point. It was like they became so entertaining to the town. It's like,
well, that's what that other movie, The Deadliest Season, was about. Like, where do you draw the line?
Yes.
Of just hurting people to draw attention to your team and make money. It's the same thing here. Yeah. Like, where do you draw that line? Paul Newman's like, yeah, cool, we're getting all these people to come. They're gonna want to sell us. They're gonna want to keep us going on. And
there's a movie that we watched on the side list that also covers this territory. It's called The Goon.
Oh yeah.
And it's got Sean William Scott in it, and that one's a comedy, and there's a lot of pretty funny stuff in it, and he's really great in it.
So it's kind of about that, and all the supporting actors are pretty good. They're just trying to have a good time and play hockey and keep their careers going.
I mean, there's a lot of the, sports team cliches. There's like, the one guy who's completely lecherous.
And then one guy who doesn't want to participate in the goonery.
He's too good for everything.
Yes.
And then you've got, the goons themselves are the three brothers. They're kind of a little dim-witted. And,
they're so funny.
And then, you've got the foreign goalie.
Yes. There was another foreign guy in there, too.
There's a few. I mean,
it's really funny. It's a good time.
Yeah. A little dated.
And then, the one guy has a wife that he's taken on the road with him, and they're having, like, marital problems. She doesn't want him to play hockey anymore. And
I don't think it's that. I think she just doesn't want to be in that particular town. Like, she wants...
Yes, she hates the town that they're living in.
That, like, she comes from money, and he's, like, a college graduate, so he doesn't have to play hockey.
No.
Like a lot of these guys, it's, like, all they know. He has other options. And I think her kind of point is, like, if you're not going to be in the NHL...
Yeah, like, what are we doing?
Like, why are we in this, like, this dying industry town where I know no one? And she just freaking drinks all day. And shit.
Yeah, she, like, drinks all day. She drives like a crazy woman. And then, like, his ex-wife, Paul Newman's ex-wife, like, takes her in and, like, redoes her hair. And,
yeah, the classic... give the woman a makeover and everything's all right.
Yeah.
Trope.
So now their relationship is miraculously healed.
Yes.
Because she got a haircut.
Yeah, she got a haircut and put some makeup on.
Yeah.
And solved all their problems.
As
like
it does.
Like it does.
It does. I mean, she wanted more. She was not happy with what their situation was and stuff. It's a fun movie.
I think part of it, too, was she wanted him to be himself, and I don't think he was doing that.
Yeah. And it's weird because it's like, this is number, 5?
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. Like, I had a good time watching it. But number 5.
The ranking of this list is a little suspect to me. Not so much the inclusions of some of the lists. Some of them are a little suspect. Less so than the previous list that we did.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that this list is ranked is a little off the wall to me.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
We'll address that once we get through the list and we re-rank this list based on our scores.
Yes. All right. How did we rank this movie?
I gave it a 63. You gave it a 60. So the list score is 61.5.
All right. Cool. If you've seen Slapshot and you want to make a comment, please do so in our comments. If you like the content that we're putting out, please like and subscribe to our channel. If you'd like to contact us directly, please do so at ratinglist@gmail.com. But for now, I'm Jerry.
I'm Brad.
And we're rating the list. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.